art of momentum, how small wins lead to big success. Success often feels like a monumental task, a towering mountain that seems insurmountable from the base. But what if the key to conquering that mountain isn't about taking one giant leap, but rather making small, consistent steps every single day? Momentum is the invisible force that turns minor achievements into major milestones. It's what transforms a seemingly insignificant first step into a marathon of progress. As 𝐼𝐸 wisely said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In this video, we'll dive deep into the transformative power of small wins, exploring how they fuel motivation, create unstoppable momentum, and help you achieve big successes. Along the way, we'll share inspiring stories, practical strategies, and the science behind why celebrating progress, no matter how small, is a game changer. Let's get started. The power of small wins. Small wins may seem trivial at first glance, but they are far from insignificant. They are the foundation of progress, the stepping stones that lead to extraordinary outcomes. Every small victory, no matter how minor it feels in the moment, triggers a powerful psychological response in the brain. When you achieve even a tiny goal, your brain releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical that boosts your mood and motivates you to keep going. This creates a feedback loop of positivity. The more wins you achieve, the more motivated you become. It's a self-reinforcing cycle that builds momentum. As author James Clear explains in Atomic Habits, success is the product of daily habits, not once-in-a-lifetime transformations. It's about showing up consistently, taking small actions, and stacking those actions day after day. Think of it like compound interest, tiny gains that accumulate into life-changing results over time. The power of small wins lies not just in their ability to build momentum, but also in their ability to change the way we view progress. Each small victory acts as evidence that we are capable of achieving our goals. It's a confidence booster, a reminder that progress is possible, even in the face of challenges. Momentum doesn't just happen, it's created. It's built by showing up, taking action, and celebrating progress. Let's take a closer look at some inspiring examples of momentum in action. Consider the story of Michael Phelps. Before becoming the most decorated Olympian of all time, he didn't focus on winning 23 gold medals overnight. Instead, he focused on one practice session, one improvement, and one race at a time. Phelps embraced the power of small wins to build his confidence and hone his skills. As he famously said, if you want to be the best, you have to do things that other people aren't willing to do. Similarly, J.K. Rowling, the mind behind the Harry Potter series, didn't aim to complete all 7 books at once. She celebrated small milestones, finishing a chapter, refining a paragraph, or even crafting a single impactful sentence. Each step forward kept her motivated, even in the face of countless rejections from publishers. As Rowling once said, "We do not need magic to transform our world. We carry all the power we need inside ourselves already." Momentum isn't reserved for the famous or the extraordinary. It's available to everyone in every field. Whether you're an athlete, an artist, or an entrepreneur, small wins are the fuel that keeps you moving forward. The science behind momentum. So, why do small wins work so well? The answer lies in the fascinating science of neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable ability to adapt and change based on experience. Every time you achieve a small win, your brain rewires itself to strengthen the neural pathways associated with that success. Over time, this process makes it easier to repeat those actions, turning them into habits. This is how mastery occurs, not through sudden breakthroughs, but through consistent effort and repetition. Harvard Business School professor Teresa Amabile has studied the impact of small wins extensively. Her research reveals what she calls the progress principle. According to Amabile, even a small win can make all the difference in how people feel and perform. Recognizing and celebrating progress, even incremental progress, is one of the most powerful motivators in both work and life. Additionally, small wins help reduce the psychological barriers to starting. Large goals can feel overwhelming and paralyzing, but breaking them into smaller, manageable tasks makes them more approachable. This concept aligns with the famous quote by Mark Twain: "The secret of getting ahead is getting started. The secret of getting started is breaking your complex, overwhelming tasks into small, manageable actions and then starting on the first one." Famous examples of small wins leading to big success. History is full of examples of individuals who turned small wins into monumental achievements. Thomas Edison. Before inventing the light bulb, Edison reportedly failed thousands of times. Each failure was a step closer to success. As he famously said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." Serena Williams. As one of the greatest athletes of all time, Serena didn't focus on winning championships when she started. She focused on one practice session, one match, one point at a time. Each victory, no matter how small, built the momentum she needed to become a legend. Arianna Huffington. Rejected by 36 publishers before her book was accepted, Huffington celebrated each piece of feedback and used it to refine her work. Her persistence paid off, leading to an incredible career built on momentum. These stories remind us that small wins are the foundation of greatness. They prove that success isn't about giant leaps, but about consistent effort over time. Practical tips to build momentum. How can you create momentum in your own life? Here are some actionable steps. Start small. Begin with one tiny, achievable goal. Completing it will give you the confidence to tackle bigger challenges. Track your progress. Use a journal, app, or habit tracker to document and celebrate your wins, no matter how small they seem. Break big goals into smaller steps. If your goal feels overwhelming, divide it into bite-sized tasks. Each completed step builds momentum. Celebrate every victory. Take time to acknowledge and appreciate your hard work. As Zig Ziglar said, "The greatest source of happiness is the ability to be grateful at all times." Stay consistent. Momentum thrives on consistency. Show up every day, even if it's for just 5 minutes. Overcoming setbacks and staying motivated. Momentum isn't always smooth. Setbacks are inevitable, but they don't have to derail your progress. When challenges arise, focus on what you can control and look for small victories within the setback. Remember, as Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Every step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goal. Keep your eyes on the big picture and trust that your small wins will carry you through. Momentum is the bridge between small steps and big success. It's the energy that transforms effort into achievement. As Albert Einstein said, "Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving." So what small step will you take today? Remember, every win, no matter how small, is a step closer to greatness. Start building your momentum now, and the results will amaze you. If this video inspired you, like, share, and subscribe to Magnitude Motivation. Together, let's celebrate every step on the journey to success.